This is the smaller kitty bandsaw I've been referring to. This has all the same functionality as my big felder, but is really ideal for the small workshop, a wood turner or a restorer. If I just open him up, again, same dual doors. This one doesn't have a micro switch. It also doesn't have 10-second braking, but this naturally has a rundown and stops within about 10 seconds, which is quite nice to have. A cast aluminium bed with more of a Teflon finish, which actually is quite nice and smooth, and also it's not going to rust, which has got to be a bonus for it. It has a lighter weight mouthpiece without any adjustment, and it probably is time to make a new one up, but not difficult to make a new piece up out of MDF or plywood or perhaps solid timber. A slot in there as well. The fence is a little bit more basic, but I'm sure it does most of the jobs we're looking for. Just an adjustment. If it were turned upside down, you could move it backwards and forwards as well. To take the blade off this one, again, it's opening up the guard. The top guides are very similar to my old hammer. Underneath, the guides are much more traditional wooden style, but obviously quite adequate for this bandsaw. We have aluminium wheels, and again this has been drilled in the factory just to get the balance and the weight right of these wheels. To take the blade off this one, got to loosen the tension. The tension is actually up above the bandsaw rather than restricting the height underneath, and the tracking for this one is on the back. Slightly different setup to mine, but the same functionality backwards and forwards. To take the blade out, also what you need to do is remove this fence bar. That would need to come out, unscrew this, and then draw the blade out. But apart from that, if we go through the same process we have done with the big bandsaw, this I'm sure will work well. I know it's 20 years old and it's still going strong, and I'm sure it's got a lot more life in it yet. So a nice small sized bandsaw.